What's up, you big fucking birds? Your dad made it 1 second and he said the F word. How are you doing today? Hello, Janksy. Hello, Valerie. Hello, Jen. Are you guys ready to watch the African Kinetic dance video 9 times in front of your aunt? Because it's fucking happening. Your room's a mess, Agatha. Go fucking clean it. You big fucking bird. Your aunt's here. She's in a breakout room. She can see everything you guys are doing. My face looks furry. That's perfect. Okay. You get a silver star. You put a little dent in your mess today. I'm proud of you, Julia. The fucking gnats are back. Okay. No one's going to tattletale on you, CB Slinger. Did you get kicked out of Discord? What did you do? It's up to your brother, Adam. I told you guys I'm ranking all the kids. This is the only way to parent. What did you say about your office? A cyclone hit it. Oh, no. Don't worry. You don't have to clean it up. Dad's already here. You'll get your ass beat for that later, but it's okay. For now, Dade's proud of you. He's proud of you all for making it. What's up, you big fucking bird? What's up, Daniel? You're a big fucking bird. Hello. Austin was hot today, Daniel. Were you outside shirtless? We all were. Okay. Walk Among the Tombstones. Hello. By the way, everyone, Walk Among the Tombstones in our Discord has been going fucking hard in the paint on the apology line. And we've got new Henry Better Jr. information. It's fascinating. Also, if you are a member, then I posted the 100-year-old photo album that I got at Goodwill for you guys to figure out who that family is so we can mail it back. I think we know who the family is. Bad news, and get ready. You might get sad, but they're all fucking dead. So we're going to have to find whoever is related to these dead people and send it to them and hope that they like those people. If they don't like those people and this brings them trauma, your dad's going to be sad. But at least we tried to do a good thing, right? Hello, nope, not today. Hello, Apple. I'm cruising through you guys so fast. You are the best child, Bree, but don't tell the others. Hello, Kalisa Cats. I'm so glad you caught alive. I want you guys to get the hell in here. Your aunt's coming. She's on the porch. She is trying to find your presents right now. They're in her bag. She spilled her purse on the stairs. She's walking up right now. Do you have your shit together? I just moved your grandchildren into their new apartment. Fuck moving. I will die in this house. I love you, Lily. You will die. And you will be eaten by cats because you deserve it. And cats are amazing beasts. And they should feast on all of our remains. Hello, Joanne. I'm so glad you'll clean your room tomorrow. I expect that of you. That's why you're the third-rate child. Hello, Walk Among the Tombstones. Hello, Agatha. You are my favorite, Valerie. Even you said, listen, I'm putting out a psychic challenge to you. I told you I don't believe in them, but if you can give me lottery numbers, I will. I will say I'm sorry to all of you. I love you too, CB. Okay, are you folks ready? Today's a big day. Your Aunt Deb is here. And listen, Melly, you're here. Oh, Hudson. Yes, I'm so happy. All the best of Dad's kids are here. Yes, I know you're working on it. And I know. And yes, it will be the pits. Everyone's doing great. Are you ready for your Aunt Deb? We're going to bring her up. Kids, not only are we celebrating today this magical beast, your aunt, coming into our lexicon, but I have to say, she said something earlier that made my heart exploded because she mentioned sweet potatoes. And I had to tell her, I was like, listen, sweet potatoes is a thing we do. That is a whole ass thing. And I'm just amazed. I feel like it's meant to be. You kids are going to love her. I realize you just did 23andMe. You just found out that she's your aunt. Congratulations. You found AJ Brundage. I know. We're going to get this album to them. Unless he's the dead one, then we need to find his kids. But you did so good, Walk Among the Tombs. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm not taking your mom back to family court this week. I'm going to work it out for the sake of the kids. Listen, your aunt's coming in. We're bringing her in. Are you ready? Are you fucking ready, you big fucking birds? Clip those wings. You're not flying anywhere. You're staying here for your aunt. Here she is. Holy shit. Say hello, everyone. Say hello to your Aunt Deborah.
Dude, I love this. I love this whole family thing you got going on. This is amazing.
It's a family, and you're the
This
aunt.
is what this is all about.
This is what it's all about, family, and we're from all over the place. Everybody, tell your Aunt Deb where you came from. Put in the chat. Can you see the chat, Aunt Deb?
I can figure out how to see
if
the
you
chat.
go to comments on the
Your
top
Aunt
right.
Technology. All right, comments. Here we go. Aunt Deborah.
Here
Oh
we
my
go.
goodness gracious.
Look
Hi,
at all
everyone.
these kids. They're so happy to see the
Oh,
Auntie
I
Deb.
love all these kids. Oh, you guys are good kids.
Oh my God. And
Oh, Lily,
Stevie's been
Agatha,
learning
Lula.
OSINT.
Yep.
And you know what your Auntie Deb loves? Your Auntie Deb also loves true crime. Not only does he love Tiffany Pollard, who we all, if you don't like I Love New York, get the fuck out of this. Dude, unsub from my channel. You don't belong here. You don't fucking belong here. You're a next bus kind of gal. If you don't like
Colorado, Oregon, Atlanta,
Westminster, Tacoma,
Idaho, Jesus.
Central Oregon, dysentery over here. Yes. Yes, yes. Oregon Trail. Look at this. Michigan, right by Teen Mom Kate. Teen Mom Kate and Tyler with their drug addict parents. How's it going?
Manomet, Massachusetts. Where's Manomet, Sassy Pants?
Yeah, where's Manomet?
I gotta look that up. I've never even heard of that.
Manomet. I don't know. I've been to Provincetown.
Western, but I think it's Western. Hold on.
We got a Sydney, Australia here for you, Auntie Deb.
Oh, Plymouth County. Okay. Sorry to talk to him.
It says
Never
he
mind.
looks like
Nowhere.
He looks like Uncle Grandpa is what CB Slinger says. Be nice to your Auntie Deb. Auntie Deb got a haircut.
No, I did not get a haircut. Wait, what's mean Uncle Grandpa?
Yeah, they think you're Uncle Grandpa because you don't have your wigs on. No, Auntie Deb looks a little different today because Auntie Deb got a haircut for you kids.
You know, I'm trying something new out. You know what I mean? I'm in my 50s. You know what I mean? I've had long hair my whole life.
Her whole life.
Yeah. And you know, the Sal who I've been going to down the barber, he said, you know, it's about time. Change it up.
Hudson told us, don't be dysentery. I'm sorry. We were thinking of Oregon Trail. Couldn't help it. Fresno, Westminster, Maryland, Ontario, Canada, California. Uncle
Miami Village, close to the Sagamore Bridge. I saw that. Yes, I just saw that.
Yes, I'm not a bird, not a cat. From Georgia, Michelle. Hey, Michelle, you and
Hi,
Hudson.
Michelle.
So how cool is this? Your kids are all over the place. Dad got around. So I have a question, Auntie Deb.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you know about I'm not a cat?
No.
Okay, the kids really want you to see this.
I've
actually gotten emails about people asking for your response to this.
Okay, let's watch it.
Let's watch it together. I'm gonna show you. Kids, you're really excited about this. I can already tell. You want him to see it. We're gonna show it to your aunt. And listen, pronouns be damned. We're using them all. You can call me dad or mom. You can call him aunt or uncle.
Exactly.
But here's one thing. We need to know if you're a cat. All right. So the only way you could tell is this way.
Okay.
Mr. Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to
can you hear me, Joe?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but
oh God.
To go forward with it.
I like how the sadness of the cat's eyes matches
I'm not a
perfectly.
Mm-hmm. It does. He looks upset.
I can see that.
And Jerry Phillips looks like a Persian cat.
Arrow next to this.
So that was it. That was a
beautiful.
Yeah, it was a real court case in Texas, and that was during Zoom time, and it's just this guy. He can't figure out his fucking filter, and he's like, "I'm not a cat."
That's the best thing to ever happen to him. Look at.
Thank you, Melly. Thank you so much. Hey, Melly. Melly wants you to know Auntie Deb is so badass.
Melly, you're badass. Look at that picture. Melly, you are badass.
Dude, Melly is...
Melly, that's what I think I look like when I put on a Jeb McCabe wig.
Holy shit.
All right.
If everybody could have that kind of confidence putting on a Jen McCabe wig, we have so, and I'm going to take this down because I cannot stare at that kitty without getting the giggles. What do you think about the Jill Daniels video? Have you seen that?
The one in Canton Center?
Yeah, where she attacks Turtle Boy and she calls him a big fucking bird.
So, couple things. All right. I haven't talked about this. All right. So, one is I drove through Canton about 2 months ago before I even did a video, like when I was getting into the trial, because I was just obsessed.
Okay.
And it's not that far from me. So I drove by, and when I'm telling you, this is the smallest town ever. And like I went to go get gas, and I could tell that people knew that I wasn't from there. Like I was getting looks. I could feel it. I was getting looks.
Yeah.
And so what had happened? What had happened with
What
him?
happened was
What had happened with him when that whole thing was going on is he's like on stage. That's like in the middle of everything. Everyone knows what's going on there.
yeah.
When she pulled up like a fucking bat out of hell, just fresh off a hard 8-ball,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what in fresh hell is she doing?
Yeah.
What did she just do? Where did she just come from? And
Where did she come from was the biggest.
right, where did she come from? Gay Jeff's basement. I just like kind of
Jeff's
put
basement.
together like, if this is how these people act at 6 p.m. on a Sunday, imagine how they act at midnight on a Friday.
Oh fuck! I didn't even realize it was 6 p.m. wasn't it?
6 p.m. on a Sunday. So if that's their behavior at 6 p.m. broad fucking daylight on a Sunday, just imagine the fuckery that would take place. At
Yeah, and
midnight
also
on Friday.
she was wearing workout clothes, like yoga clothes, and I'm sitting there like, this bitch does not do. There's nothing calming about her.
Listen, she's just aligned for chakras. Leave her alone.
She's never seen her center. She doesn't know what it looks like. She doesn't know where it is.
Plenty of people have seen her center.
Plenty have seen it, but she's never fucking that bitch. First of all, she doesn't do yoga. There's no fucking way you can tell me she's working out before that. Like, it's just she's so skinny. Like, why? Why?
Yeah.
You know?
We know why.
Also, we know why. She's doing
why.
African Dance Kinetics, but we're gonna get into that in a minute. Everything about her, to me, it reminded me of The Ring when the girl crawls out of
Mara.
yeah. It was like, it was very much that, but it was also very much, and I've said this before about other people, but you know, the wheelchair guy in Hannibal whose face is all burnt off and he's like,
Yeah.
"Rah." Like, it's like that. And also just the thinner guy, like, there's nothing at all about her that doesn't scare me. And the fact that she came the fuck out of nowhere, she just popped out.
I got Tasmanian devil energy from her.
Me too. And I also got the energy. Someone just said this, and yes, Walking on the Tombstones is so bright. She steals her child's Adderall, and that kid is failing at soccer or whatever.
Why else have a kid if you can't steal their Adderall?
Yeah, I mean, it's what moms do. They take pills, they get fibromyalgia. It's what you
Dude.
do. But
Yeah.
this bitch was hopped up, and she
was hopped
the
up.
way she hit that phone, the way she fucking snatched it, it was like RuPaul. Was there? I feel like there was a RuPaul episode where she snatched a wig, like literally snatched it. So one of them was fighting and they snatched a wig. It was a long time ago.
Probably on season 2 or something like that.
Yeah,
Definitely see
that's
that,
what it
yeah.
felt like. But Turtle Boy's phone.
I feel
was
like, dude, like, also it's like, I hate, sorry, just checking my cats. I hate, like, I also get irritated with anyone who gets offended on behalf of someone else. And it's like, dude, Jill, you're not in this. I feel like she's trying to be a star so bad. Like, dude, you're not, no one called you to the witness stand. Like, no one's talking about you, dude. Like, stay at home. This has nothing to do with you, Jillian. And we will use your full name.
Jillian. Do you ever picture I'm kind of, I'll tell you who I'm obsessed with, and then who I'm obsessed with that you do, even though I believe you don't do that. I believe you embody them like a Satanus. Like, I feel like you conjure them and you become them.
I channel that.
Like a poltergeist situation. Like, I feel like when you're doing their impression, you remember the old drug commercials where it's like, this is her on pot and she's just in the couch.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's what they do when you're doing impressions of them, because you take so much of their essence and it fits so magically. But this bitch, I'm like starting to have a panic attack thinking about
just chill.
She has the energy of do you remember in Mean Girls when he pops up with the purple outfit? He's like, you don't even go to this school.
Right.
That's baby Brian. Baby Brian
Right.
Albert. Or is it Chris Albert Jr., the one with the mustache?
That is Brian Albert Jr.
Brian Albert Jr. And no one wants to call him gay, but he doesn't know yet. He's going to find out one day, and the whole family's
I
going to
think he should know.
He doesn't know.
How
He
do you
hangs out with fat theater chicks, but he also is still living at home. That worries me. Like, you can't do both if your dad is that guy. Like, he's got to be lying. He's got to be something's up.
I feel bad for him.
I do. I love him.
Yeah, I feel bad
I
for
want him to break away from them and join theater. Like,
I need him to like realize his true passion, which is probably like scrapbooking. But
yes,
yeah, he'd make it
an
one
Etsy store.
scrapbook.
I want him to have his Etsy store. I want him to get out of that house and get safe. He's baby
needs to get out
Buster
of the house.
Bluth. He's
He needs
Buster
to get-
Bluth.
He needs to get out of that house.
He needs to be away from Lucille. He just needs to be with Lucille too. I don't
He
want
needs
him.
to go and get his hand eaten by a loose seal. And then, yeah, totally.
I forgot about that one. Yes.
We'll never forget.
I want him to pop up one day when Jill is having a freak out and have the purple sweater on and just whisper to his aunt that she doesn't go to this school. I really want that to happen. I want him to be
feel
the
like
breaking point.
he might like be like, all right, Jill, come on, let's go. Like, you're not this all has been a dream. Welcome to Shutter Island. Like, come on, let's go. Like, and
Yes.
you might take care of her.
What do you think about, like, okay, so when you're embodying the spirits of these devils, who is the, I know that I can tell me if I'm wrong. I'm going to make a guess.
Okay.
I feel like your favorites are probably Jenn and Matt. Because I feel like I know you
Jenn's
clearly you love
definitely-
Aunt Bev, but I feel like Matt McCabe and Jen, who's the one that's like, oh, this,
Matt.
like,
Matt.
yeah,
Yeah.
that when you do him, it's so spot on. It worries me.
Matt,
like-
I feel like, yeah, he was like a sleeper. Like, I didn't realize how much fun I'd have with him until I was like, I could make him like a Quagmire type character.
I guess him and Proctor, maybe. I think that, like, to me, you look like you're having the most fun with them. And it part of me thinks, like, did you go to school with people like them? And is that also who you're
No.
channeling?
These people are from Massachusetts. Like, I know these people, not know them personally, but I know
Yeah.
people just like that, dude. Like, just like that.
So there's more than them?
Oh, that's kind of like, I don't want to say like everyone, but like when my sister first got me into this, she was like, you need to watch it because it's Encore TV, but it's people are like chewing gum, talking about White Claw, like with an accent. She's like, they're just like, you gotta watch this.
Yeah. It's like in Texas when we see an old guy on the TV who's like, yeah, I ran him off the road, hog-tied him, and brought him to the cops. And everyone's like, oh, we know that guy. That's our grandpa, you know?
Of course.
I feel like Matt, though, something about him and Trooper Proctor, the way they talk about women, I don't consider myself a misogynist at all. If anything, I try to like help out and like point out like, hey, that's fucked up. Don't say that or don't do that to women. But like, I laugh so hard when they're when you're doing them coming up with insults. Like when you're doing Trooper Proctor and it's just beep, I'm fucking dead.
I feel like, okay. So I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the ones that I do. So I feel like the Matt that I do actually does have a heart. And he would care if someone was like sad or something about like if he like made someone upset. I feel like Trooper Proctor gives me date rape vibes.
That's it.
You know, like you wouldn't trust him with your cousin or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. He does feel very I put something in a drink. And then,
or like wouldn't even tell his friends that he put something in a drink, like sneaky.
Yeah. He's fucking weird. And like the way you make that one you make him very humorous in that he's kind of blankly this is just him casually talking.
There's not much behind it.
So offensive.
Grossness. Yeah.
Yeah. And now Matt, to me, again, it feels like Tobias and Lindsay. I'm sitting there like I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Like and I don't know why. I feel like he gets abused.
Yeah, he does.
He has to live with Jenn, and that's punishment. And also, like, how are you a tech digital forensics? Like, he's really good at tech. He works in digital forensics. How are you doing that and talking the way you like? When I see him, I'm like, he looks like a dumbass, but he's featured in all these magazines for being
but
really
like look at all the other people that are like high ranking jobs and how they have done them. Like
it's true.
It's
he's
like
just not good at his job. Maybe how do they keep jobs up there?
Which is like,
yeah. I'm very curious about Trooper Proctor. I'm very curious about what Jenn does. What does she do all day? I think she just schemes. Like, what does she do?
And in life or
just in life every day? She gets up in the morning. Matt's like, I'm going to work.
First thing she chooses violence.
She does.
Because
Rock chooses violence. Thank you for the 5 Oblivious Benson membership.
I do think that like and I've said this before, I think if she used her powers for good, she'd be amazing because everyone listens to her.
They do.
Everyone listens to her. She's very good at like clocking what other people are doing, what other people are gonna do. Like she's very smart.
She's the Tiffany Pollard. If it were a Flavor of Love episode, this whole court thing, would she be Tiffany? Oh my God, we have to do this. We have to figure out who.
Let's like look at this through the lens of like okay, if this was a summer camp, she'd be not one of the counselors. She'd be one of those people sitting behind the table where you check in
with the lanyard,
and she would place kids in certain groups huntily.
She'd be like, "You fat, you go over here. This isn't
like,
fat."
Okay, so you, and she'd look at him right, and they're big, and she's like, "Okay, gym all day for you," right? Like,
I don't want her to ever have a clipboard.
Any kind of
power.
It's like she just manipulates things for like her entertainment.
Fuck. Do you think she like plays? I have so many thoughts about her in general. Like, yeah, does she play Wordle and get the word wrong every day and then have a freak out?
No, she would never put herself in a position where she'd be wrong.
Okay, good.
That leaves up too much room for her to be wrong.
Do you think it's her behind all the catfish shadow puppet accounts, or do you think it's Jill? I know whose IP it comes from, but I also don't know how much her and her sister hang out. So I'm very curious.
Isn't Jill Nicole's sister?
Is it? Yeah, I don't know.
I think Jill Daniels is Nicole's sister. No, I'm sorry, Julie's sister.
Julie.
Jen is Nicole's sister.
But she's her sister-in-law. That's another thing. What is with the Game of Thrones shit with this family?
Dude.
Are they all fucking each other? What's going on here? Listen, I know. Look, we're going to put it out there. I already said there's a swinger vibe going on.
Listen.
My theory is Jen's trying to fuck everyone. No one wanted to fuck Jenn. Jenn got pissed, hit someone with her car. That's my theory. End of story. That's what I think.
Jenn would go through with the act. I think Jenn gets off knowing that she can like get right up to that point. Like they'll be face to face, pants will be off, and Jen's like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Jenn just wants to know that she can do it.
Oh my God. Or she would take the guy's clothes and leave him tied up and then tell everyone he tried to R her. I could see her doing some fucked up shit. I mean, does she not feel like someone who would make some shit up to get someone in trouble?
Oh, she's never done that before in her life.
Oh, no.
What are you talking about? She would never make up anything to get anybody in trouble.
What did you think of her high school picture? She scares the shit out of me. She's pretty.
But scary.
Yeah. I wonder if that tooth popped out in a fit of rage at like a Jamba Juice. I'm very curious about that.
I don't know if it's a whole missing tooth or if it's like just two, like one this way, one that way.
We have a joke here, by the way, where Jen's right behind you.
Oh, Jen's always right behind me.
Yeah. If you want to be scared, just picture Jenn. She's right behind you. Just say it to yourself.
Like, she's scary. She is. She's scary.
Yeah, that is a good point. Didn't she already? Geld said, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those are her vibes.
Yeah.
She gives the vibes of, I didn't push him off the cliff. He fell. And then before you know it, it's, I wasn't even there. I didn't see it. And then
before gives me very like, I killed Mufasa. Like,
she would be Scar.
Dude, she's a Disney villain. You can't tell me she's not a Disney villain. She's a Disney villain.
There's a really great comic named James Adomian who does this entire set on the Robin in Robin Hood, the Disney Robin Hood.
Mm-hmm.
How the king is like clearly gay. He's like, you will do this for me, Robin Hood. And then he gets on his knees and then he slowly starts in. It's just like, whoa.
Dude,
and when that's the thing is all Disney villains are gay men trying to suck your nut, trying to suck on your dog.
Yes.
And that's this whole joke. And I'm like, oh my God. Because now when I watch it, except Ursula.
Jafar, what grown man walking around with a parrot? And that's just a parrot.
In this thing that curls.
In the ring.
All of it. Jafar would be Jenn Jafar McCabe. That could be a good nickname. I feel like she's a very Jafar. She would have been a fantastic scheming gay man. She would have been amazing.
I feel like that's what that would be her true happiness, is to like transition, right?
Yeah.
And then just become a full-time bitchy gay.
Yeah, but then the Alberts would be like, you fucking tranny, and they'd spit on her and call her names and try to beat her ass.
she'd be vibrating too high. Her frequency would be too much in the atmosphere for them to even be a part of her life anymore.
Who do you think she would? Okay, I think out of all the celebrity reality show people, this is the question I really want to ask.
Okay.
If you could get them all on a stage to have a reunion, even though they were never on a show together, who's your top 5? But Jenn has to be there. Because I'm talking like, you could pick I Love New York, you could pick Sister Patterson, you could pick Andy Cohen, you could pick Bethany, or what's her name, Ramona from fucking House. Like 5. It could be a housewife. It could be a
First of all,
teen.
let me just make this prediction here on this channel.
Okay.
One of them is going to end up on a reality show.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it should be Traitors season 4.
Oh my God. Okay.
So you're asking me who from reality TV would join them?
Who do you want to put her with? You have 4 other. Let's change it. Let's say you could put her in a house with 4 reality show people. Who's it going to be?
Oh.
Anybody you want. I'm talking the chick who pooped on the stairs in Flavor of Love. I'm talking Next Bus. I'm talking Rock of Love Bus. Holy shit. Okay. I'm talking Andy Cohen, any of the Real Housewives. Even any, like the guy from Survivor, Richard, who fucked everyone out. Like, you can take anybody in reality TV specifically, and you could put 4 of them in a house with Jenn to live for 6 weeks.
So Jenn's gonna Big Brother it up with
Big Brother. Okay.
With the one who just won CT.
Okay.
From Road Rules, I think.
Okay.
Omarosa.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You could technically pick any of the Osbournes too, because they have their own reality show.
Willem
Dafoe
from Drag Race.
Oh, okay. I was like, Dafoe.
and snowballing up that, Willem Dafoe.
I forgot about Drag Race. Yes, you can include Drag Race.
Willem Dafoe.
Oh, Puck from Real World San Francisco, Kelt says. Holy shit.
Good one.
I would think Julie, the Mormon from New Orleans.
We need we need someone for her to feed off of too. Like someone for her to like control.
Yeah, like Nate from Real World, who was with Irene, but no, he's too bleh. Who's a good... I feel like she would be really... Oh God, this is kind of fun.
I kind of want to put her in with that guy who was just on Love is Blind season 6, who had like the list of questions for everyone and like left the room. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember. He bothered me. That John Cena did that too, and he was on a reality show. You could put her with John Cena. Do you know about this on Total Divas?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so he's banging out one of the Bella twins, right? Nicole, aka there's Brie and Nikki. So Nikki Bella, she's in the WWE for 10 years. She finally gets some respect. She's actually a really fucking good wrestler now. She moves into John Cena's house for a season of Total Divas. He makes her sign a fucking contract. They've been together 5 years.
What?
To live with him.
Oh.
It is a roommate contract, even though they are engaged at this point to be married.
Does she do it?
In the get this. Yes, she does. After it's 2 episodes of her having a mental breakdown over whether she should. Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, who doesn't give a fuck about any of this, has a mental breakdown and has to leave the show. One of the best indie wrestlers alive. They broke him. The Bellas broke him. John Cena says, here's the contract, Nicole. The contract says you have to wake up at these times. You have to agree to a juice cleanse with me on these days. Every Friday night, we have Downton Abbey night, and this is real. John Cena says you have to take your shoes off, but you have to wear we're dressing up. We get together as a family with your sister and her husband, and we watch Downton Abbey, and we have dinner. You have a curfew. Like, it's literally all, this is how we live. You can never have your shoes on upstairs.
That's very
you're not allowed to alter anything in the bedroom. And it's and he's like, and then we will be engaged to be married. Yeah. And then she's like, okay. And then she signs it after throwing a huge fit.
What straight man does that?
Exactly. But then they broke up and he married someone else, and so did she. She married Artem from Dancing with the Stars and had a baby within 6 months of their wedding.
Imagine like when they got together, he was like, hey, I might have some like weird things about me. And she's like, oh, you got weird things? Let me tell you what I just broke up with.
Yeah. And then she gets with a Russian guy during the pandemic and has a baby with him from a dancer who they can't ever go see his family again. And now they live in Arizona. And John Cena married a really hot Indian chick who's a makeup artist from Canada and then moved her in without a contract.
How come she didn't get the contract?
Exactly.
That we know of.
I don't know. It's some fuck shit. But you could put John Cena with Jen McCabe. I feel like she could break John Cena, though.
See, I'm going to have to think about this. Because I don't want to just say a person. I need to think about this.
You can't just put her in willy-nilly with anyone.
No.
So you have two more. Gene Simmons, someone said. Someone suggested Kris Jenner. Could you imagine Kris Jenner and fucking
I was thinking
Jen
about
McCabe?
the Kardashians. I was thinking about that. Kris Jenner and her might be too much power in one room and evil.
And Chloe would get abused. You can't put Chloe.
What about Caitlyn Jenner?
Oh shit, that would be incredible. Caitlyn killed a guy. Like
Do
she
they have something in
killed him.
common?
Yeah. Oh my god. And it was drunk driving. Holy shit, dude.
Oh, yeah, they'd party.
Oh my god, that's actually perfect. Look, Melly loves the Bella twins. Who do you think got the fucking short end of the stick, Melly? John or Nikki Bella? And he proposed to Nikki Bella at WrestleMania. And then that shit happened.
Mm.
I love John Cena just because he learned to speak Chinese and he's great in that fucking, what's it called? The Peacemaker. But I also hate that John Cena made someone sign a fucking roommate contract who he was engaged to.
Something about John Cena I don't exactly trust. I'm just going to
Something's going on there. And he's from Massachusetts.
He is, yeah.
From Newbury, Mass.
I stopped watching WWF or WWE right as John Cena said it was coming up. That's when I like phased out of it a little bit.
I went from being kind of obsessed with him, which I think you're talking about like post Attitude Era 2002, 2004.
That's exactly right, yeah.
That is when I got into him because he had the spinner belt. And I was like, that's so fucking sick. And I was starting to listen to rap. And he was Thugonomics John Cena. And he put out a rap album with was it Waka Flocka? It was someone like that, someone really good. And it was incredible. And he wrote his own theme song. That's all him rapping. But what's fascinating is I started learning about him and I was like, oh, he's kind of a badass. Like he has a gay brother who used to get his ass beat in school, and John Cena would like be like, don't fuck with my brother. And then he started.
Is that true, or did John Cena tell us that?
No, it's true. His brother and him are all over the show. Like whenever he was on Total Divas, his brother's always there with his brother's husband, and they're fucking hilarious. And they just pick on John Cena all the time. They really pick on him, and they're like, why are you wearing those cargo shorts? They look stupid. They just give him a lot of shit. And he's like obsessed with his family. And he's very sweet, but then I see him on Total Divas and he's got contracts. And I'm like, what is going on here? I feel like something happened to him. I feel like Vince may have done something to him that fucked him up. I don't know.
Anything with like a lot of contracts like freaks me out. I was watching, who was I watching? And they were like, when you're on the side of good, like you're just on the side, but when you're on the side of bad, you have to sign a lot of contracts. When you make deals with the devil, you have to sign a lot of contracts. Talking about the music industry, I think it was Jaguar Wright, who's like been sounding off on YouTube, like going, like saying some crazy things. But I love all that stuff.
And there's also that thing with, do you know about the Menendez brothers and what's going on with them?
I don't know about what's going on with them now, but I do know about them.
So their dad was the manager of Menudo back when Ricky Martin was in it and shit back in the day. They came out and said that he molested them.
I'm not surprised, and I thought
like
that funny. I literally have thought that for a while.
Yeah, and so then they were like, okay, well, you know, who was he hanging out with on this weekend that they allege? And it turns out it was Epstein. That was one of his best buddies, and that was part of what the Menendez brothers were trying to say during their trial. They were like, yo, our dad does a lot of fucked up shit with these goons, and you know, we can be assaulted too. And everyone went, police can't be raped. And then everybody laughed at them in court.
Dude.
And so now it's coming back around and people are like, oh shit, we slept on that. We should have listened. And so now I think they're trying to get a retrial or they're appealing and it might get accepted. So fascinating shit with that. But I'm very curious about all the boy band, like New Kids on the Block and up. I just hope they're okay. Like all I care about is, are New Kids on the Block okay? Is
Yeah.
Jonathan okay? And can we free the Menendez brothers?
I
Because
know.
I feel like those boys, everybody's like, look at them trying to be little boys. And it's like, yeah, but they might literally be in Arrested
They are.
Development right now.
They are.
Look, Hot Mess Equine says, don't trust John Cena. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm-
I feel like I have pretty good intuition about people.
I thought I did, and then I thought I was wrong about John Cena. And now I'm like, fuck, if Auntie
Yeah,
Deb.
give me 1 second. I want to refill my water. I'm thirsty.
Yeah, go refill your water. I'm gonna say hi to kids. Yes, John Cena is retiring in 2025. He is going to do a WrestleMania, a Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank's over. So he's just gonna carry it on. I think that the reason he's retiring early, CB Slinger, is because he's got to fight The Rock. But the issue is The Rock owns WWE right now. So like literally owns it. He has the option to pick who headlines WrestleMania. He already had the feud with the Bloodline. John Cena was there. The Undertaker was there. Everybody fucking popped up. Literally popped up behind Roman Reigns and fucking destroyed him. So I'm curious why John Cena would even involve himself in another WrestleMania. The only reason I can think of is a final face-off with The Rock. And I'm curious what you think. Melly, thank you so much for your super sticker. Are you guys having fun? Your Aunt Deb is here. I love talking about reality TV, and your Aunt Deb watches a lot of it. And I can tell because she's very smart and understands all of the best reality TV characters. And I really feel like this trial was a reality TV show. Thank you very much, Petty Mason, for your super sticker. Do you guys have questions for your Aunt Deb? Also, Omarosa, we've talked about Omarosa. I've told you guys, get that Omarosa energy sometimes when you're dealing with people who are too much and you need to swindle them.
Yeah.
If somebody is trying to swindle you and you need to outswindle them, you need that Joan energy or you need Omarosa. That's all you got. It's all you got.
That's all we got left.
That's all we got left. Dapple says, hi, Adam. Oh, brother Adam's here. This is my top son. He runs the Discord. Adam's throwing you a hang loose. He lives in a van.
Down by
Called
the
Adam
river.
Drives Helen. Helen is his van. You should go check it out, Aunt Deb. It's sick. He smokes
right.
weed in his van and drives around and films it. And I love that for him.
Good for him.
And this is Dapple, everybody. Yes, good for him. Boy bands and Disney. Yeah, we've talked a lot about how Disney's fucking fucked up, but I think it's also because I'm jealous. I've never been, but it's fucked up.
I have this whole theory and this idea of. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you off. I'll tell you.
Uh-oh. I think that they're raping everyone.
Have you looked up? Do you know anything about Celebration Florida?
No, what's that?
Oh, okay. Well, so okay. We'll talk.
Okay. Well, look, we like to do deep dives into this stuff. I really think that I've been looking at all of the because I'm one of those big proponents of like, don't call everything a sex ring unless you're sure. And
Everything is.
I've seen, I'm starting to see anything involving Disney could actually be a sex ring. And also
Disney, of course, yeah.
I found some old like records. Maybe I'll put them up on the Discord or something one day for people to look at them. But I saw this one thing and it was a rejection letter from Disney to a woman. It's like, we don't hire female animators. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like an old one from back in the day. And I started looking into them. And one of my friends sent me a historical society link that is in the Library of Congress. And it's a collection of all the times that Disney rejected specific people. But there's also a collection of like Nazi Disney stuff. Like apparently,
ton.
Yeah, like it's really crazy how much
hated Jews. Walt hated Jews.
He hated them.
Yeah.
And then he would write letters to Hitler and be like, I love what you're doing.
Love letters.
He's like, I love what you've done with the place. And it's like, oh my God. And then,
or you let me count the ways.
Yeah. And it's fucking shocking. And then I started going off on this. And thank you so much, Darlene Wolf. Darlene is from Islip area, right? And she fucking rules. And everybody here's a big fucking bird. And we definitely, big old sex rings. That's what's that they should sell Disney sex rings literally because that is what they are at this point. It is a giant sex ring.
They made all their like wear like purity rings.
Yeah.
Like,
T-Swizzle was in on that. The Jonas Bros. That was like a huge thing.
Bros.
The Joe Bro. And they're so cute and they're so asthma filled. And I just don't want them to be creepy.
Get out of the room when you're onto smoking. Get out of the room.
Yeah, it's the whole like Joe Jonas and what's her name? Sophie? That makes me sad. I wanted them to work out. No, fuck. Okay, everybody says, oh, Hitler was Time Man of the Year, was he? God damn it.
I mean, that's what I say when I think about like Jenn. It's like, dude, Hitler was also smart. Like,
Oh my God. Could you imagine Jenn on the cover of Time?
I do, Auntie Deb. What about Celebration Florida? I'll tell you it if you tell me. Well, I do know that it's a so I do know that it is a town that it's like a Disney World town. It's like town with like a school and like a this and like a that, like very similar to Oprah's school, not similar because that was an Oprah school for girls that she did in Africa. You heard about how that like shut down and that was like connected to Epstein too.
And it was all like kids in like literally in a starving village who needed the education, and it was very like Sudan war of her. It freaked me the fuck out. It was like, we're gonna just move all these kids away from their families, put them in a boarding school, which they are not used to. That is not a thing that happens there, and then isolated them. And then did a lot of fucked up. We're not gonna get into details, but a lot of fucked up stuff happened. And didn't they like cut off the water supply or something?
Let's just say that out of touch celebrity should not be involved in anything to do with children.
Yeah, they shouldn't. They're real fucking gnats. We have a gnat problem in this house. We're gonna fix it. Okay, I just looked up Celebration Florida. This kind of looks like Edward Scissorhandsy.
It's a little Pleasantville-esque.
Oh shit, that's a big jungle gym. Yeah, this is weird. Are there a lot of gators there? What's going on here?
So,
it's yeah, this is upsetting.
Yeah,
everything looks too perfect.
Live there.
Yeah, I don't know about that. It really is a town.
Yeah, it's a town.
Holy shit! And you enter it, and it says the most magical place on earth, but it's just a town in Florida.
That's like Disney. I have an idea for like this like horror movie that I've always wanted to do about like Celebration Florida.
Okay. Tell us the pitch.
That's all I'm
hide it. It's good. It's good, right? You gotta keep it to yourself if it's that good.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's gonna be like Kiss at the park. Remember when Kiss did the theme park? Do you know about that?
No.
Kiss made a horror movie where they're in a theme park. And they're in like, it's like Psycho Circus was also based on it years later, but it was called, hold on, I have it on VHS, but I can't even remember the name of it. It's called
I agree. People need to
Phantom of the Park.
They do. They do need to leave kids alone.
Yeah, it's Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park, and it was a Hanna-Barbera production, and it's literally they're in an abandoned theme park, but for some reason all the lights are on and all the rides are working, and Gene Simmons, the demon, and all of Kiss is trying to fight this entity. It's like a horror film.
Is it like an actual horror film, or is it like like comedy? Okay.
It's like a campy horror film, and it's called Kiss Meets Phantom of the Park. And New Day tried to make one in wrestling, very similar.
Really?
Like the exact same plot line. And it was like they do these rare midnight showings of it here in Austin, and they also do one for Deliverance, and it's on the lake. The one where they keep all the bodies are washing up. So they put you in a boat, and right when the bats take off from under the bridge and it's all scary, they start the movie. And it's on this big boat. And then while Deliverance is playing, the boat will start rocking and people will make weird noises. And then you look over and on the bank in the woods, there's a guy going, "Squeak, little piggy," like faking that part. And they do it up and down the lake, and people ride on this boat and scream and get scared and watch Deliverance.
That would be fun to work at.
Yeah, it would.
Like one weekend.
It absolutely would, but people get wasted on those. And I mean, they go to not just that, but a bunch of other like boat tour things, and they get wasted and fall off the boats. Then years later, they wash up, and then everybody goes, "Oh my God, it was a serial killer." And it's like, no, it's just wasted people who get on boats during that hour. Yeah, anyway, that's fun. Let me see. I'm like clicking through all these. People are loving you, Auntie Deb. So let me ask you a question. When you started doing this, you said your sister got you into it.
Mm-hmm.
You did the whole trial. So you didn't know anything about it at all. She says, "Hey, check this wild shit out."
I knew that Turtle Boy had written an article about it like a year and a half ago or 2 years ago. And she was like, "Do you remember that article?" Whatever. I knew that he was like following up with it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that it was on Court TV. I didn't know that there was like a trial going on, and she forced me to watch it because she knows that I'm the type of person that once I like something, it's like, that's it.
Yeah,
right?
That's it.
So I turned it on. I'm like, okay. Started getting a little more into it. And after like 2 hours, I was like hooked.
Well, what was the moment when you're like, I like who did you first? What was the moment when it clicked? Like you saw it and you're like, this, I'm gonna do something with this.
First time I watched it, when I was watching the trial, I watched Chris Albert's testimony.
Baby
And
Chris?
Huh?
Baby Chris or adult Chris?
I'm sorry, Kevin Albert. I'm sorry,
Kevin Albert.
Thank
Okay.
you. It was his testimony, and I was like so obsessed with how obvious of like a uncomfortable and like how he was lying. I was like, oh my God, this is too good. And then I think his wife was right after, Julie, and her with the Worcester accent.
Oh no, that was Chris. So that was older Chris Albert.
Okay,
Kevin Albert is Proctor's buddy who left the gun in the car. He left his gun in his bag.
The select board member.
That's Chris. That's the guy who runs D&E Pizza, right?
That's the one. That's the one who I watched.
Okay.
Which do you watch the board meetings?
Yes. His apology was pathetic.
The board meetings are like
people laughing at the shit that I'm laughing at. And I'm like, oh my, and then I stop laughing because I can't believe they laughed audibly. Like it's so shocking that it's such a fucking joke. Like if I was giving imagine you're doing a board meeting and it's like at work and you're supposed to be professional and there are rules. It's not fucking Vietnam and you're saying some shit. And then all of a sudden people are laughing.
Is that a Walter Sobchak quote?
Yes, it was.
I love you. I'm
obsessed.
love you.
I have all Big Lebowski behind. See that right there? That's Big Lebowski right there.
Where? Which one? Yup. Oh, yup.
Right
Yup.
there. That's the dude. And then I've got 4 more dude paintings around. I'm obsessed with that movie.
Too.
And I'm telling you, it's this could be, the Coen brothers directing this story. Could you imagine?
Narrated by Sam Smith.
Oh my God, yes. And what they did with Fargo, but Canton.
The
wood chipper.
Dude, my God. There's just so much.
Yeah, that whole thing.
It was Julie. It was Julie that really, really hooked me. Talking about drinking her White Claws, like messing up, calling him bukkake.
She had greasy court hair. Did you notice that? It was greasy.
It was like long and kind of like stringy, and like I feel like she looked like a corpse, and like I was like, oh, you poor fucking thing.
Clawed out and thawed out. She looked bad, dude.
Rode hard, boy wet.
Yeah, dude, fish on a deck. She's gross. Like that shit was like, girl, take a shower before court. Everybody looked like they just got sweaty out of jail. It was fucking wild. I couldn't handle I think for me, first of all, Chris at the board meetings, back to him, that shit's wild. I can't believe they have board meetings. People are being serious. Again, not Vietnam. There are rules. This is the decorum. 5 people speak, 3 minutes each. We're not going to respond because we have nothing to fucking say because we're guilty. And everybody's going through one at a time going, you're a fucking fuck face. Nobody likes you. You're fat. We hate you all. Like, and then they're like, okay, next, and it's so like just alone the content is shocking.
Yeah.
To see him apologize and then everybody goes, it like you heard everyone laugh.
Well, everyone that was sitting down was a McAlbert.
Fucking wild.
The people standing up ready to speak, those were like the normal people that were usually there. But I heard that they like filled the select board meeting with people like with McAlberts.
They did. I was looking at them and there was the lady that's always there who's frantic. And then they have to
which one?
I don't know her name.
Jennifer?
Yeah, she gets a little frantic and they're always like, let's take her out. But I'm like, at the same time,
1776. And like, we're like, dude.
Back when we threw the tea into the harbor, it's like, are we really going that far back? Can we
read the room, dude? Read the room.
Yeah, that was fucking wild.
I really want to like help these people out with like what they want to say before. And I want to be like, let's draft up what you're going to say because this is going to fall on deaf ears.
That could be your way of advocacy. Because I've often talked on this channel how I don't even necessarily, I do digital forensics. I don't necessarily want to. I would prefer if I could just take who the dickhead is that's not talking to the families, that needs to be talking to the families and go, hey, guys, you both like, I love New York. Why don't you talk about it? And then get them just anything. I feel like that could be your form of advocacy is take these people in the white stag flag shirts with their clipboards, shirts tucked in. They just finished mowing their lawn. They're good citizens. I vote. I have kids. I didn't kill no one. I hold you accountable. And just teach them how to speak so that they're not repeating themselves over and over and giving history.
I gotta plug my shittings. It's about to die. Hold on.
Yeah. He's gonna plug his shit in. What do you guys think is missing from Canton in the chat? Big fucking birds? You think big fucking birds are missing in Canton? CB Slinger says. You love forensics. See, I love it too, Sherilyn, but it's like it's so complicated so much. If I could I'd rather just talk to just you guys talk it out, you know?
I love how you talk like an elementary school teacher. You're like, big bird? Yes, that's right. Everyone,
yes,
big bird, that's correct.
This is how I have to talk to comics. Like, this is how we talk to each other backstage. It's like, it's all comics are autistic people. And so we're like all of them. And I'm not saying, a lot of people think I mean that as an insult sometimes, and they'll be like, my son's autistic. No, I'm telling you, I'm riddled with it. This is how we are. I
don't think it's an insult at all. I think it's the next step in evolution, if you ask me. Like, I think people with autism have qualities that we don't, and that we might evolve to have, but they're like getting rid of emotion that fucks us all up. Emotion just fucks us all up. They're getting rid of that, and they're sticking to the facts. They're evolved in my opinion.
This is what we were talking about with the Maddie Soto case. Everyone was trying to say that, they think the mom is autistic, or, this guy, just all these cases where it's like, oh, it's somebody who did something awful and kept a secret for all these years, and it was all vengeance, and they must be autistic. And I'm like, you don't understand. Autistic people tell the truth.
They would never do that.
They can't conceive of the lie. That's not, the imagination is out at that point. They have to tell you the truth and the facts, and it bothers them.
After I watched Love on the Spectrum, I was like, I believe in love, and it might be with someone who's autistic. That could be literally.
Oh, Michael. Remember Michael?
Which one was Michael?
He was the one who was like, I'm going to find love, and I'm going to find a girl, and she's going to treat me well, and we're going to be so happy.
Is that the one who wanted to spread smiles across the world?
Yes.
Who was like, do you like monkeys and bananas and oranges? And the girl, she had I think
Abby
Down syndrome.
Oh no, yeah, that's the girl with Down syndrome. He's the one. So the one you're talking about, yes, that's the one. He had the nice teeth. South Carolina, worked at a hotel with his sister, and he sees his sister, and he's like, "Hello, sister, how are you doing today?"
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm obsessed.
I even loved it when they would get cunty.
Yes, and the Down syndrome girl, when they were on their date, my favorite moment was when he asked her a question. He goes, "Do you like this?" And she goes, "No." It's like, damn, girl, give him a little. Come on. And I really
like, oh, he's cute.
He's cute.
Oh,
I really like the foreign ones. I really like the one with it's the Australian kid who is obsessed with John Cena. You haven't seen him?
No.
There's a kid with Down syndrome he's like a shit kicker cowboy kid, but he's obsessed with John Cena, and he likes to get wasted.
Get him on the channel. Get him on the channel.
I wish. He's like, they take it. Okay, so he wants to go see a strip show, and they try to explain to him like, this is a ladyboy strip show. It's like it's a drag ladyboy strip show, and he's like, I want to go see the pretty girls. And they're like, okay, but you need to understand, these are boys dressed as girls. He goes, they're girls.
So
and they're like, oh shit. And he's there, and he's wasted, and he's like, I love her. He's like just obsessed with one of the performers, and it's drag. So when they rip their shit off and it's a dude, he just gets like
he's tricked them. They knew he wasn't getting what they were saying.
But they tried to tell him a million times, and he denied it. He goes, you're gonna see she's the prettiest lady. And they do that, and he's just like fucking furious. And he goes home, and he's just like, I don't want to go on any more dates. And it's like,
yeah, because you guys fucking tricked this kid. Like,
yeah, and
just take him to a strip club with like just.
Yeah. And he doesn't, and they finally get him with a girl who like she really likes him and stuff, and then he just gets wasted, and he becomes like just, I don't know how to say it, he just becomes Matt McCabe, and it's like, oh shit. And I've just never seen anything like that. He goes from sweet to maniacal Matt in a second, and he's also crashing through tables.
Like, he obviously just wanted to ball out, and like they didn't let him.
He needs the boys. Like, that's the thing, is when he's with his boys, it's like he's having fun.
Right. That's exactly
I love that part of it. When they put him on dates, it's like torture for him. kind of like John Cena. I think he might be John Cena. Like for him, he needs a contract, you know?
Right.
Yeah, that's such a fucking good ass show. I'm obsessed with Love on the Spectrum. I just think it's so great. And I really like the sweet little Indian guy. And I think he got married to that chick. Sarat, is that his name?
Was
Do you
that the last
remember him?
season?
I think so. He's like chubby and he's real short and he's Indian and he's just the cutest. And hello, Adam, for the Lord. Mookies, you got a treat from your Uncle Adam. Thank you. Yeah, he meets another girl and they are literally exactly like, they are perfect. They're Russian nesting dolls. Like you could pop their head off and put one inside the other. You wouldn't tell the difference. They are the most adorable couple. And he's like, I'm so in love. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like when I see them fall in love and then they're Abby and the guy with the Lion King obsession.
The one that won the Safari?
Yeah. You don't like it?
I don't like her.
You don't like her?
Nope.
Why don't you like her?
I will stand by it. I don't like her selling her little fucking hats on Facebook.
Oh my God! I almost bought a hat. I almost bought a hat.
I'm sorry. I thought she was a cunt. I'm sorry. I thought she was
too, but I kept saying it's the autism, and then her mom.
No, not cunts are cunts. No. Like I feel like when she was like, "We better see a fucking lion," I'm like, "You're in their area."
That is true. You are on a safari. Also, when she tells her mom, she's like, "You're too old and fat."
To her man.
Yeah, and to her mom. She tells her mom once, she goes, "You're alone. You don't have that anymore, and you're getting old."
See, see, that's where she get hit. That's where she get hit.
I love her because I want to put her in roast battle. I want her to come to roast battle and battle comics. Because
I feel like she didn't like also, not me going through everyone I hated.
Yeah, no, let's talk about who we hated on.
I didn't like. Do you remember the kid who went on speed dating and who was like checking off yes and no right on? Like
he was having panic attacks.
Oh, wait, do you remember his
go outside?
Mother? Do you remember his mother?
She's a cunt. Yes, I do.
Hated her.
I hated her. And she would coddle him. She would coddle him and then push him into someone and then get pissed at him.
And the brother who I loved was like, well, Mom, maybe he's like this. And she obviously doesn't understand. You could tell. I could tell just by watching it that she still has an issue with him being autistic and she blames herself. She thinks he caused it.
She wants to be Millionaire Matchmaker with the bangs. You ever watch that show?
Oh, what's that bitch's name?
Millionaire I call her Wish.com Chyna. She's like fucking Joni Lar.
Very.
And she's always trying to take the guys for herself. That's another thing. I fucking love Chyna.
Oh, I'm gonna include something else in the little thing you're gonna get in the mail.
I have so much Chyna. I have Chyna.
Do you have the Playboy?
I have actual plates with Chyna on them. I have Chyna.
And
I have her book signed. And I have
1 second.
And I have a giant windbreaker with her on it. I should go get my Chyna shit. Do you guys like Chyna? Do you remember her, Joni Lar? You hate pretty much all the Dance Moms, Kelt. Oh my God. Do you remember the wheelchair lady on Dance Moms? Oh my God. I'm so glad you brought this up. Oh my God. We're going to watch this. We're going to watch this as soon as your Auntie Deb gets back and I see all of the Chyna. This is the best. Okay. I don't watch Dance Moms, but I started watching it because of this clip right here. And because I told you kids, Dad's boyfriend has gotten very into Dallas Cheer, that show. I think he likes to see the women get turned down, which is kind of disturbing. I don't know what that says about his personality. But whenever one of the women gets kicked off the squad, he's like, yes. I'm like, oh my God. But it is a fucking funny show. It's a lot of Tammy Faye Baker-esque women, which I enjoy watching. You loved Millionaire Matchmaker. I know. I also loved it. Like, it's Patty Stanger. Thank you, Patty. And she was always like, I'm going to keep him for myself. And I'm like, you say that about all of them. Also, has she ever made a good match? Do we know? Do you guys remember? Did Patty Stanger ever have someone actually make it? Like a couple that she said, let's Millionaire Matchmake, and then they made it. They said it's Patty Stanger. That's her name.
Patty Stanger, yes. Yep.
And then someone brought up Dance Moms, which was a big mistake because now I pulled a
Oh, clip. Abby Lee Miller.
Yeah. So what was your Chyna thing?
I can't fucking find it.
It's okay. You can show me later. I have the windbreaker, the chalk line windbreaker with her on it that I wear
It's
everywhere.
no Playboy issue.
Oh, I have that with
Never
a big old
mind that.
clit,
You wouldn't-
with a big old Yosemite Sam mud flap sticking out.
And we don't clit shame, but like,
No, it's long. It's a pretty big clit. And you could put it over your head in the rain if you were in Survivor and survive. Like, it is big. And she also openly talked about it with X-Pac on his podcast when they were together. And then they did a bunch of math and beat the fuck out of each other. And
I was
broke
gonna
up.
say he freaked me out.
Yeah, man, he had so many concussions, and then they got in a fight. She broke a picture of him with his kids, like smashed it and said, "I hope your kids die." And he was on meth and he pushed her, and then that was it. And then she punched him. She punched him in the fucking face, knocked his ass out. He got up, he hit her back. They're both assholes now at that point.
Yeah.
They break up. She gets with this shitty manager who, by the way, tried to sprinkle her ashes on Judy Garland's grave for some reason, which is weird, and basically took advantage of her and wouldn't give her ashes to her family. But she also wrote in her book she never wanted her ashes given to her family because when she was 16, her mom kicked her out of the house for smoking weed and never spoke to her again.
Oh.
Like, until she died. So like Joni had a fucked up hard life.
Yeah.
I
She,
mad respect her.
love
because-
her.
I mean, she beat the fuck out of Kurt Angle in Japan.
And she had
with
a
broken
fucking
freaking
great
neck.
entrance music. Like,
With the
Don't Treat Me Like a Woman.
God.
Do you remember
She's
that
so
one?
great. Yes. And then there's a new wrestler now, Shane Strickland Swerve. He's amazing. But when he was here doing the indies in Texas, he used to come out to Shaka Khan and he would just replay over and over and over the same song. And it was amazing. And one time he came out with a t-shirt cannon. It was very Joni-esque and I loved it. Okay. So Joe, first of all, Chyna, oh my God, I could talk about her forever. She's the best. I hate what Triple H and Stephanie did to her.
Me too.
But yeah, she went through hell, dude. Now wait, you watch the Dallas Cheerleaders. So I was telling the chat earlier, my boyfriend is obsessed with this show now about Cheer Dallas or something.
Okay.
And I was watching him watch it because I'm like, I mean, we both love shitty reality TV,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not his lane at all ever. And I was like, why is he watching this? And then I realized every time the big haired ladies kick a woman out or like a lady breaks her leg and can't compete anymore, or like just you're off the Dallas cheer squad.
I know.
He's literally over there going, like he's watching it to see them get eliminated.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? And he's like, I don't know. I'm obsessed with it. Like he just likes watching rich Plano chicks get rejected. And I'm like, okay.
There are some people from like around here that have cheered on the Dallas Cheerleaders, and I've heard like stories that are like
Oh, it's
unreal.
insane. They don't get paid well. They get paid like $100 or
No,
something.
they don't get a lot.
Like a thing. It's like nothing. They also have to like do, it's insane. It's like a time sheet for music, but with working out.
Mm-hmm.
Their diet is heavily restricted. The oldest and only person they ever had on the Dallas Cheerleaders that was maybe over 25 or 30 was this like 50-year-old woman who is unreal. She just, I don't know how she came to be. I don't know if she's a real person or if she was like created in a lab, but she's just a killer body and looks 25, and she's like a 59-year-old grandma. And she was like on the Dallas Cheerleaders, and Dolly Parton came out in their outfit and looked phenomenal. So they're trying to make it, I guess, more inclusive, but not really. And he likes seeing all the really hot chicks get rejected. And I think it has something to do with how we were raised, because I also find it enjoyable. I'm like, that bitch is in an MLM. She's got the flat hat. Get her out of here. Like, we don't need her. We don't need her in our Dallas Cheerleaders. So we were talking about the cheer show, and other people watch it, and people watch. Yeah, beauty pageant moms are fucking savage. So I think this is the most important thing that we could take from this reality TV show conversation. And I think that, I mean, I'm sure you've seen this.
Hold on.
Stop me if you haven't. Have you seen this? The greatest moment
Go ahead.
ever on Pageant Moms? Okay, here we go.
This is it. This is nationals. There's a lot of people gunning for us, but we've worked hard all season long towards a victory at nationals. And today, that's what we're doing.
Oh shit, Joker.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Some people in the chat knows what's about to happen. They know.
Preach theater etiquette to my kids. Put your phone away. You preach theater etiquette. Put it away.
Yeah, I'm surprised Abby didn't smack her up.
This is, they say the thing that lives rent free in your head. This is it. Here we go. Music.
I don't know. I think I'm going to go to Baskin Robbins.
Baskin Robbins.
I know I was leaving. I don't get it.
She's heading towards the ice cream shop, towards the dance cream shop. She's heading that way. Al's saying she's going to the ice cream shop.
It's a little disheartening to know that this solo is such a big deal. I mean, Presley's dreamed about this moment since she was 6 years old. And then you leave and you don't even watch?
She's right there. We're going to have to speed up a little.
They can't fucking catch her.
She's zooming, dude.
The production is now on camera. That is crazy.
For title, Presley Annabelle.
I need it. I think I'm gonna go to Baskin Robbins on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Ready to go out? She went across the street, and in amongst all that people, I lost track. I couldn't keep up.
Okay. It stopped. Yeah. Oh my God. Jesus. That was scary.
What are like the things on YouTube? Like I want to have like a live where we watch my cousin Vinny. Can you do that or no? Like what are the rules?
Yes. Okay.
Do
So
I
they
just-
say you can't if it's monetized, but here's the thing. I don't monetize my channel. So like I always click no on the advertising because
Yeah.
hey, it's fucking annoying to watch ads and I'm not going to
It
make
is.
my children who were birthed from my penis loins do not need to be watching fucking
No,
ads.
they need to be sold whatever.
No. And so
Yeah,
I
I
just
agree.
click it off and then I just don't do monetizing and then I play what I want. And then sometimes like if it's a wrestling thing, it'll get restricted in like Russia, Jakarta, and Afghanistan.
Okay, those are your demographics. So those are your top
Well,
three.
yeah, that's everybody that
Okay.
watches me are all
Yeah.
in Russia. No, in
Yeah.
all seriousness, it does nothing. I don't know why people don't do it more. Everybody says like you can't do it because it'll fuck up your ads or you're not gonna get paid. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I want to watch my cousin Vinny
In the
or
same
I want
way.
to watch Dance Mom. So I just do it and nothing happens. So I think that you could do I would do a watch along on my channel. I'm obsessed with my cousin Vinny. I think that
Me
is what
too.
first of all, Marissa Tomei in The Wrestler. What the fuck? Like, how
Marissa
is she gave Elizabeth Berkley in that stripper movie a run for her money.
A huge run for her money.
20 years older than her.
Mhm.
And still
That bit.
fucking giving the gabagool to Mickey
So
Rourke.
that's why
in his
that's why
fucking
you can
weird
swear on
face.
here. You don't monetize.
Yeah, I just don't.
Oh,
It gives you
okay.
the option. Like it'll say, like, so I thought monetize, like I didn't understand necessarily what it
Me
meant.
neither.
But
What
you
the hell
can
does that
still
word
do,
mean?
yeah, people can do like super chickers, super chickers. I can't talk. Super stickers, super chats, things like that. They can still do that, but like
Yeah.
you just don't show your audience ads and then you don't get ad money. Like that's the trade-off. Like if I can choose between having
Freedom.
content curation freedom and pissing people off with ads and getting 20 cents, I'm gonna
Mm.
do this one because it's more fun and because I want to watch Dance Moms and I want to watch Wheelchair Lady go to Baskin Robbins.
Yeah.
Also, that bag you showed me earlier, if you could do the Baskin Robbins thing, because it goes on, you should watch it. It goes on, and they're trying to talk her, not really talk her down from the ledge because she's not on a ledge, but she's like going to Baskin Robbins and she's like, I'm gonna sue. I'm suing.
Going to Baskin Robbins to shoot up.
Yeah, she's
31
gonna go
flavors.
shoot
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
the ice cream place, and she's.
Good for her.
I mean, goddamn, the amount of Abby Lee Miller could have backed up at 20 and hit.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Adam, you asshole. Oh my god. That wins.
They can be brutal in this chat.
I
And
love
they
it.
come up with
I
the
love
best shit. They come up with the best shit. Someone the other day, someone was drowning or something happened, and they were like, "Well, they're not swimming anymore, or they're swimming with the fish." I don't know what it was. It was ridiculously mean, and I loved it.
I love all that shit.
I love it when they. So I have an issue. I used Smooth Away on my eyebrows years ago, so they're way too far apart, and I just leave them because it's funny. But for a while, some like the first time I did a chat, someone messaged me, and they're like, "Bitch, your eyebrows are fucked," and I sat in my chair and laughed for probably the whole day.
I love that. Like, I love that shit. Like, I love that shit.
I love it. And I was just like, this person gets it. They're not offending me. They're not coming at me. They're telling me facts.
See, that's my love language right there. Like,
Yeah. Tell me the truth and I'll love you forever.
yeah.
They literally were like, your eyebrows are fucked. And then I just sent back, fix me. And then she sent me back stencils and like
God.
a video. Like, this is how you fix them. And then she said, I'd recommend this color for you. And I was like, thank you. Do you want to hang out? Where are you? And then I went and I bought it. I put it on. It's fucking way too dark. The stencil was too big. And it was just like, I was boom, Ted Bundy. So then I just left it because I'm like, what could be better? You know, they're going to complain.
What could be greater than Golf with a Gator?
Literally. Fuck. That was a dad moment. Aunt Deb had a dad moment. I literally, the first 5 or 6 of my lives, you will notice my eyebrows move. Like, literally everyone's different because she kept sending me suggestions. I was like, okay, I'll try that one. And then I opened it up. Anybody else have any suggestions? So anything people would send me, I would try. And there are some where they're like, one's up here. And I planned one the other day. I made a sketch and it was just going to be like one big. Like,
I like yours.
Well, thank you. I'm at the point where I'm going to shave them off and tattoo them on like that girl from the Dresden Dolls just to upset 3 people in chat I've never met. But it's been a ride and I absolutely love it. And I love how brutal the chat can be because it's not hurtful. It's very funny. And I've also had people message me things like, yo, if you want to go up to Canton and fuck these people up, like, let's fucking go. Like, let's go hack their phone line. Like, people who are into hacking and then they see that I used to and they're like, yo, let's go fuck their shit up. Let's go fuck up their credit together, bud. And I'm like, whoa, dude, you guys are fucking crazy, but I kind of love it.
I love it too. Dude, first time I like went and was on like a live or something and they were like, oh, you have to like filter out the comments. And I'm like, no, why would you do that to people?
They
like,
know too that I'm not doing mods until
I'm not about that. I'm really not about that. Like,
I want to talk to the haters. I want to hear.
Too. I invite the hate. Like I thought about it. Like I did one, or I did with mods because I thought that's what you had to do. I just thought that's what you had to do. I didn't know that you didn't need it.
Yeah, no, you don't. And I thought I was like, people were sending me warnings because they're sweethearts and they have good hearts. What? You're a makeup artist for Mac and you want to do my brows? I want you to do my brows. Mally, do my tits too. Make it all better. Fix it. Turn me a color that's not Seamus
Well,
white.
look at Melly, dude. She's
perfect. She's Mariah Carey during that era where she was in the butterfly phase, and I love that for her, and I want that. And please fix me, like Melly.
And make me Mariah.
Yeah, make me Mariah. Make me Mariah pre-Nick Cannon. I can't handle post-Nick Cannon Mariah. It's too much suing.
She can't either.
I don't have the retainer for it. Well, I appreciate it, Melly, but that's something that you say to people whose eyebrows are fucked. So fix them. Auntie Deb, Adam drives Helen will do your taxes. He's very good at taxes.
Oh, okay.
He's good at everything. Adam's really good at everything. And he's also good at video and video editing. And if you ever need video editing or anything, that's your boy. And then
Adam drives Helen. Okay.
Didn't know you were live. Had to run to Wally Mart. Wally World. Did you have fun? How is your AFib? Do we need to watch more African Dance Kinetics? We will in a minute. Yes, Melly loves us both. Thank God. Melly, I need your love. I have to draw my eyebrows on, laughing my ass off. Lupus took them. Who's lupus?
Lupus is a disease.
No, I know. I'm just fucking with
okay.
I'm gonna beat Lupus's ass, Darlene. Our whole thing is anything that hurts my children is gonna get its ass bait. Or Dad's gonna buy a gun. Yeah, I will shoot at a tornado. I'm in Texas. We're allowed to do that. My now ex has been lying to my face for 8 months. Sassy pants. Oh no. I'll take honesty from a stranger than a liar any day, regardless of the situation. Who is your ex? Send me his name or her. We'll fuck him up. We'll put Auntie Deb on the phone with them, pretending to be a real judge, and then tell them that they're
like. Yeah, I do. I enjoy. I'm like so down with like whenever someone says something happen. I'm like, do you want me to go slash their tires?
Let's go fuck them up. Let's go.
Done. Give me a reason, dude, because I got this beast in here that's not going to get out every single day.
It's not. And also, it's really fun to allegedly go to someone's house and bang on their window and run away after screaming something crazy. I'm not going to say I've ever done that, but I do it all the time and it's fun.
Yeah.
Oh God, somebody needs to do my damn tits. Yes, someone do her tits. Someone do Sherry's tits, please.
Do a girl's tits.
Adam, what are you doing? Do Sherry's tits. Oh, by the way, Adam wants to. Yeah, Melly, are you a surgeon? Can you just do eyebrows or can you do Sherry's tits? And also then do mine after. Nikki says, ha ha ha. Adam, question. The other day he said he could, what was it? I already lost my train of thought. It doesn't matter. Your dad's tired, everyone. I tried dancing shit and had to call the paramedic. Oh, the African. Should we watch? Oh yeah, Adam hates this. Sorry, Adam. This is so we do these endurance things with my kids because I want them to be strong mentally. And because I can't Chinese waterboard them, this is the other option. And I think that by having mental preparedness means being able to see things that perhaps are not normal things that we would all want to watch in life. But if you can watch something horrific and get through it, okay, then you can see anything. You can see a car accident. You could see the mountain explode that guy's head on Game of Thrones. It's not going to bother you. I think the best way to deal with trauma and PTSD is exposure therapy. So I forced my kids to watch this probably 20 times or now. Adam does slip into a sort of not a physical seizure, but like it's almost like an emotional seizure. He can't handle it because he's not weak. He's just not strong enough for this.
Does not mean you're weak.
We're building him up. He hates
break
this.
him down.
I'm sorry, Adam. I'm sorry you have to get your ass beat in front of your aunt tonight, but we have to watch Bob Wiltfong so your aunt can see it. So I'm obsessed with old news. And I mean like literal old news. Like I watch a lot of from other cities and states and places that I don't live in. Particularly West Virginia way, anything from up there in the Appalachian Mountains. They have the best news. It's usually like an animal on the loose or attacking a cop. And then Long Island, it's almost always like really rich white people doing really crazy shit. And it's offensive if it weren't funny. Okay. And this was the 90s. This was 94, 93. I think it was 93. And this guy, Bob Wiltfong, went on to be a stand-up comic who gave TED Talks. And he's actually way hotter now than in this. Okay. And this was a real news report from Long Island.
Okay.
So I'm going to put this on and we're going to watch it.
Some people try this dance. They can't seem to get it, but not this reporter, huh?
No 2 left feet for you.
That's right. Can you show me that move one more time?
Well, there are no mistakes, just variations.
Okay.
It goes like this. Swivel, swivel, kick, kick.
Okay. I think I got it. Okay.
Woo-hoo! I'm just going to point out that he has a bulge.
Yeah.
Stay with me because I'm going to do one of these things.
All right. He's married, by the way. He has a whole ass family.
Yeah, I think I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like he can make one.
He's great. So this is their intro into this.
Nano says the technique helps people find their natural rhythm and encourages self-expression. The music varies as much as the movements.
All right, y'all ready to pause it?
Jump around to
Boom. So here's where we always pause it. This is the point where we discuss what we've seen so far, because what I'm looking at is a woman throwing a suck it. What do you see? Do you see her? She's throwing a DX suck it. She's a grandma getting mounted by strangers while throwing
students jump around to
attitude era suck it at
rock music. They even climb on top of each other. One student says Dance Kinetics has benefited her more than she could have ever imagined.
Yeah,
For an hour and 15 minutes, these students escape from their daily
hour and
grind
15
leave
minutes.
feeling rejuvenated. In Northport, Alyssa Coleman, News 12, Long Island.
So that's it. We just watch that a lot. We talk about it because I've never seen anything.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I've just never seen anything like it. It's upsetting. It's shocking. It bothers me. I'm gonna put it on in the background so the kids can get one more.
Go for it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
Dad,
keep
I
it.
do have to run after this. I hate to cut it short, but I do have to run after this.
Yeah, we gotta go. But I want before we go, what do you give the kids? Here's what I'd like to do. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play this in the background.
Yep.
And I'm gonna just put you up on the screen, and I'm gonna
Yep.
give you a moment. This is you're gonna see your kids, or your nieces and nephews. I'm sure pretty soon. You'll come back, right? You'll come visit Dad's house.
Oh my God, of course. I already have ideas.
He's going through a divorce. We're getting furniture, but don't worry. You'll be back. And until you are, just tell the kids, give them life lessons to live by as if Dad weren't in the room. All right. So I'm going to just
I like that.
Take myself off and leave you up here to talk to them while this plays.
All right. Listen. All right. Now that your dad's out of the room, it's just me and you. Let me give you some advice. 1, get the money up front. Always. 2, don't always be such a dick, okay? I know. It's very easy to go to that place, but don't always be such a dick, okay? You got time to be an asshole. Be kind. 3, there's no such thing as birth control. 4, that's it. 1, 2, and 3. All right. Your aunt loves you guys.
You guys say goodbye to Aunt Deb. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah,
You're
dude,
the
of course.
best. Oh my God.
Thank you so much. This is a blast, and your people are fucking great, dude. Fucking great.
Thank you. Hey, they love their aunt, and we're gonna have you back on soon.
I would love to.
Oh my God.
And not even saying that, I literally would love to.
Oh, I would love to have you. And next time we'll watch Sister Patterson and we can break down the personality of Tiffany Pollard. Maybe we could slip I Love New York into the trial.
Dude, you know what I kind of see in the future is if the next reality TV show that comes up that we love, maybe a little breakdown once in a while.
I would love that. I would love to live watch old ones, Miss Rap Supreme or Rock of Love Bus. I'd like to show that.
I haven't seen a lot of the old ones, so I would love to.
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to show people the horrors of our youth. I would love that. I would love to get their take on things like that and get your take on modern things.
Dude, I'm finally got to do this, and you're a national fucking treasure. So
you are, you fucking big fucking bird. Get out of here, you big fucking bird. Say bye. You guys, isn't your auntie great? Don't you love having her over? She's so smart. She's so fucking wicked smart. She reminds me of Kids in the Hall and Whitest Kids You Know, but also I was saying this to your aunt backstage, American Girl, that era, Tom Rhodes Show, that era, the best era of comedy. And I just absolutely adore. We've sat here on this channel and watched your Aunt Deb, and she's so talented. She's so funny. She does a spitting impression. Right now, she's got to take care of some kiddies. She's got a lot of shit going on. She's very high in demand. People want to see your Aunt Deb. So it took us a while to get her here, but we're so happy we did. And I'm just so happy you guys came tonight. That was a fun visit. And see, Auntie, oh shit. Auntie Deb's fucking busy, And so I was like, damn, we're going to have to, when she comes on, I kind of want to give her a break, let's watch fun stuff so you don't have to be in character, and let's just hear about you. Let's hear about your life, what you're into. And let me tell you something. Aunt Deb's got great taste. Great taste. Got some cool art. Really loves true crime. Very fascinating. Very fascinating person. I love that you bullied your grandma. That makes me happy. Yeah, life is lifing. I am secure in myself because I am an open, honest person in life. I extend my hand to strangers. What my ex has done is inexcusable, and I have a hard time reconciling his lies. Let's fuck him up. What can we do to your ex, sassy pants? And also, you don't have to reconcile shit. Fuck that dude. If somebody lied to you or did something horrible to you and you don't want to be around them, don't fucking be around them. We do need a field trip to Canton. That would be so fun. Oh my God. Could you imagine getting in the middle of the street in front of D&E Pizza and doing the African Dance Kinetics for the Alberts? Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. It was so nice, wasn't it? So nice of her to come by. I might panic if I see Jill, though. Don't worry. Your fucking bird brothers and sisters will protect you. I love you guys so much. Fucking Adam. Gifting memberships after I punished you by making you watch the Kinetics. Blessings on you. You're the best, brother. I just mailed you guys some stuff today. So Adam's going to get something. Yeah, don't let them rent space in your head. Fuck them. All right, I love you guys. Listen, I got to go. We have things to know. What? OB, someone told Brandy Church while they couldn't focus on her channel because her eyebrows were too blonde. One of her members sent her fake ones. And they're her verdict brows now. I love that for her. Yes, I don't. People are obsessed with eyebrows. I don't get it. But if you can fix mine, fix them. Let's do it. Hey, I lived in the ghetto in San Antonio. Which ghetto? Did you oh, a Jehovah's Witness? Oh shit. Yeah, in San Antonio, you gotta be careful. Were you on the west side or the southeast side? Because I've been on both and it is scary. Verdict brows. Listen, I love you guys. I gotta go. Gotta go take care of the Hugin. Gotta rewash the Hugin. South side, me too. South San Antonio area, Military Drive. What's up? Love you, Starzy. Whose sisters, not twins? Listen, I love you guys so much. You're the best. The Hugin says hello. He sends his blessings. He sends his blessings. Blessings upon you, children. I have to go. I got to take care of him. We got to give him a little. We got to give you a little bath, Hugin. You got to have a little bath. Let me see if I can pick him up and bring him to you guys so that you guys can see him real quick. Hold on. Let me go grab him. Come here. You want to see your brothers and sisters? Come here. Say hello to everybody. Say hello, everybody. Say hi. Tell them hello. Tell them that you love them. Tell them that they're the best. Say thank you so much for all the treats you guys give me. I'm about to go outside. You want to go outside? I'm going to take him outside. Say bye, Hugin. Wee! Woohoo! All right. We love you guys so much. You're the best. I got to go. He has to go pee-pees. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow. And we're going to talk about Google Trends tomorrow. I promise. Yeah, we're going to go outside, honey. They're saying bye-bye right now. They're saying bye-bye. They say bye, Hugin. We love you. Oh, he loves you guys too. You have a good one. Good night.